There's a highway. It stretches across the 93 days of summer, where worship isn't offered to the sun, but to the smoking tire, the S-curve, and the spin turn. Where the lines being blurred are the ones between drivers and demons.
America has a lot of roads people call famous, but only one called infamous. Roadkill Nights is back and ready to make its mark with street-legal drag racing on historic Woodward Avenue. Plus, thrill rides, car shows, celebrity appearances, food trucks, and so much more. Mark your calendars and join the Dodge Brotherhood.
Hi everybody, this is Ral Hellcat back at you again with another cool video. Today in New Jersey, nice sunny day today. It is getting closer to the end of the day, but the sun's coming down soon, but it's still a very, 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 very nice day today. In the 80s, lower humidity, we were in a heat wave, we're in the 90s as you well know. In my last video, we were hot, hot, hot. Today is nice and comfortable, so hopefully it is nice and comfortable where you are, wherever you might be in the States. So, we have in the driveway today, the 2021 Dodge Hellcat representing Dodge. Come on, this is a Dodge video. Anytime we have a Dodge video, we're going to represent Dodge and represent it well with my 2021 Dodge Durango Hellcat. I'm also sporting the SRT Hellcat shirt, SRT Hellcat Redeye hat. It's all about Dodge today, and I'm representing Dodge and representing, well, Ral Hellcat style. So, without further ado, let's get started because you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. This has been a little bit of a teaser for me in the past few videos, and this is now the main event. This is Roadkill Nights by Dodge. Dodge's Roadkill Nights. Yes, it is starting today. So today's video, we want to give you a preview as to what you're going to see in Roadkill Nights. This is the Roadkill Nights press conference. Yes, the Roadkill Nights press conference. Roadkill Nights will be August 13th. This took place on August 12th. This is the introduction to Roadkill Nights, Dodge's Roadkill Nights 2022. Yes, so before we get started, let's go into the history of Roadkill Nights. This is the seventh annual Roadkill Nights event. The first one took place in 2015. Then they had 5 in a row, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Because of COVID, they didn't have an event in 2020. Then they had their 6th annual event in 2021. And now, 2022, they now have the 7th annual event of Roadkill Nights. Very cool, very cool, very cool. This video is all about the introduction to the Roadkill Nights, Dodge Roadkill Nights contestants. They are all going to be in this video. It's going to be a fantastic video for you. The press conference starts with Tim Kuniskis. You know Tim Kuniskis. He's the Dodge CEO. Yes, Dodge CEO of Dodge. Well, of course he would be the Dodge CEO of Dodge. He is the CEO of the Dodge brand, and he's going to do a brief introduction to the Roadkill Nights for 2022. And then you're going to have Dave Hammer. Dave Hammer is the Dodge MC for all major Dodge events, including Roadkill Nights. Has been doing this the past 16 years as far as being MCs for all Dodge related events. And of course, knowing this is the 6th iteration of Roadkill Nights, there's no better person in the world than John Hammer. So shout out to John. Next, we have a couple of cool dudes, one of which is the chief donut maker. You have Preston Paterson, chief donut maker, is in the house. He is now part of the Dodge brand, and of course he's going to be one of the people that are going to be in this video talking about the Roadkill Nights. The next person is the actual person who put Roadkill Nights together first year in 2016 and every year since, and that is Dave Frieburger. Dave Frieburger is one of the chief guys at Roadkill Nights, and he is going to be part of the introduction to the Roadkill Nights contestants. Now, we also have, and if you watch this video, you're going to see it, SRT Mush makes an appearance. Yes, SRT Mush. You know how we end these videos SRT Mush style. you're going to get to see SRT Mush in the beginning of this video. It's going to be freaking awesome. And another person that was in this video is also Racer X. I didn't see Racer X in this video, but I know he was there because I know he has his own version of this press conference. So I mentioned SRT Mush and I mentioned Racer X as YouTubers that I know that are part of this video. Well, guess what? There was another third and popular YouTuber. I met him at the YouTube call-out. That is Herman Demonology. Demonology is in this video as well. So this is a really cool video because we have not one, not two, but three popular YouTubers as part of this video. So it's going to be great. So with all that being said, let's get into this video. You're now going to see all the contestants for the Roadkill Nights contest. There's going to be 10 drivers in all. You're going to have 5 drivers that are brand new to Roadkill Nights, and you're going to have 5 returning. And you'll get to see all their builds. The cool thing about this year's contest is that last year, they got to build whatever they wanted in terms of a Dodge Challenger or Dodge Charger Hellcat. They got to do whatever they wanted to these cars to compete, but it had to be either a Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger platform with Hellcat powertrain, which is what I love. I mean, you got the Hellcat powered shirt, you got the Hellcat powered hat, you got the Dodge Durango Hellcat in the driveway representing. So what no better way to segue into this next part of it, and that is this year is all about still Hellcat power. Dodge gives them a $10,000 budget. They get to build their own car with a Hellcat powertrain. It's got to be a Hellcat power engine, and second, instead of the Hellcat powered ZF 8-speed transmission, it's going to be the Tremec 6-speed transmission. So you had to build Hellcat powered with a 6-speed transmission in any Dodge or Mopar Plymouth that you wanted. So without further ado, this is going to be cool because without further ado, we are now going to get into this video. Enough of me talking. Let's get into the video of seeing the Dodge Roadkill Nights press conference for 2022, plus the introduction of the drivers and the builds for the Roadkill Nights contest. So with all that being said, without further ado, let's get going. And after you watch this video, I'll be with you as always with brief final thoughts. Enjoy the video.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for being here. You know, every single year when we do this event, the first thing we do after the event is we think, can we actually do this again? It's amazing. We go back to our partners, Motor Trend, Roadkill, City of Pontiac, M1 Concourse, Department of Transportation. It's amazing the number of people that have to, number one, agree that they're okay with doing it and let us do it again. And shockingly, every year, they keep saying, yeah, okay, let's do it. It was kind of fun. Let's do it again. So thank you to all of them for letting us put on this horsepower circus every year as kind of the pre-game to the Woodward Dream Cruise. They told me this wasn't being live streamed, so I can say a couple things that I wouldn't say if it was live streamed. I was walking in here this morning, and it just overcame me that this is our 7th year, and anybody that was at the first year, oh my God, what a difference. The first year we were in a parking lot of an abandoned stadium. There was potholes in the track. There was almost no shutdown area. We had a bunch of people actually hit the retaining wall. It was crazy. It was a miracle that we pulled it off. And then I walked in here today. I'm like, oh my God, look at this place. We went from porta potties and sitting on coolers to this. To all the partners, thank you. Absolutely amazing. This year, we have another new partner and some special guests. The new partner that we have this year is Draftkings. Yes. You cannot bet, but you can participate in a prediction pool that's not betting. You can predict who could win the Grudge Match, or who could be the fastest, or would the fastest be a Dodge, or crazy things like how long is the American anthem. It's a lot of fun. You can win 10 grand. We've already got 15,000 people enrolled in the prediction pool. So if you're not in, check it out. It's going to be fun. And then our special guest. We have a special guest, a bunch of special guests with us here today. The Mopar Career Automotive Program, the CAP students are here with us today. They didn't have anything to do with putting on this event, but they are going to ensure that these cars in this hobby are going to last into the future. And that program has a real strong pull for me. Most people probably don't know this, but that's where I started out. I started out coming out of a trade school, going into a dealership, working as a technician, and then ultimately coming over to the factory side. So I'm excited to look at these kids and see it in their eyes. I mean, the world is your oyster, guys. You can do anything you want with this. So that's great. New partner, special guest. Then this year's event. Every year, we try to just keep raising the bar. So this year, we got some new stuff. We got the normal stuff, the thrill rides, the laps. We got the car show. We got the vendor area. A couple things that we added, though. We added the TRX off-road thrill rides. Check that out. That's going to be really amazing. Koval's here, my counterpart from Ram, and I jokingly tell him it's okay for him to be here because it's got Hellcat in it anyway, so it's cool. He can be here. But outside of that, I think the racing is going to be amazing. You guys know this. It brings in some of the fastest street cars in the country to compete for $30,000. And this year's Grudge Match, last year's Grudge Match was really cool. We kind of hit on something fun. This year, I think it's going to be even better because last year, everybody built the same car. This year, they all got to build their own car. We gave them a budget. We gave them a Hellcat powertrain, but we threw them a real curveball this year. This year, they all have to run manual transmissions. So as sketchy as this road is, try and launch it with a lot of horsepower and a manual and get it down the track. I mean, it is going to be it's going to be crazy to watch this. I think I'm going to turn it over to Hammer now, who's going to take you through all the drivers and their cars, and they can tell you what they did to them. And we'll be around here all day if anybody's got any questions. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate it. Everybody, now it's time for us to go back outside. So come on outside. You can come join me. We're going to be outside now because we've got a whole bunch of cars, a whole bunch of builders, and a whole bunch of drivers lined up ready to go out here. So just give you the quick heads up on what we'll do here. We've got, well, first of all, I'm John Hammer, and I've been super blessed. For the last 16 years, I've been going around the country representing this brand and all the excitement that goes with it. I used to be the lead instructor on the SRT track experience, and then I've gone to pretty much every event that you would go to. I've been there as well. So it's certainly been a blessing to be hooked up with this incredible brand for so many years. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk to our teams, our builders, our drivers. We're going to start off with the newbies. Then we're going to segue into our seasoned veterans. Then we're going to recap with our defending champion and see how things go there. But before we get into that, I want to introduce my sidekicks for the day, if you will. Number one, the guy from Roadkill, the actual, holy cow, namesake of this whole thing, Dave Frieburger. Hey, Dave.
Hey, thanks a lot for having us. I can't wait to see this. I can't believe we've been doing this so long. As Tim mentioned, this has been going on since 2015 at the Pontiac Silverdome parking lot, and here we are.
Oh, rest in peace, Silverdome, right? And the other one out here helping us out, our Dodge chief donut maker, Preston Paterson. Preston, how are you, man? Good to have you here.
Thank you. It's good to be here. This is my first year here, and this is the 7th year that they've been doing this, so it's just an honor to be here today.
And I will say, for any of you here in the media who have not been here before, you guys are in for a real treat. This is awesome. There's a reason we've been doing this for 7 years. It's because it doesn't suck, right? This is good fun. So let's get started. Let's fire things up and see what we've got going here. The very first thing that I want to do is I want to talk about our newbies right here. They're on this side of the group. And actually, Dave and Preston, I want to ask your angle on this. For a group of folks who have never been here to Woodward before, what kinds of things have you seen? Are you expecting? What's your take on the noobs here?
Well, the big thing is I hope we've got some legit street racers here, and I know we're not allowed to say that out loud, but as Tim mentioned to you, this is legit the street. You will be racing on Woodward. The street is crowned. It's got manhole covers on it. There is a railroad track that you will cross between the staging lanes and the burnout box. This is legit. So, Alex schooled people last year on how to show up with a big tire car, and I see a couple of people have figured that out. Traction is going to be key, and they have thrown them a loop with the 6-speed, Preston.
Traction is definitely going to be key to this. One thing that I've seen here is that the roads are a little bumpy. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. The newcomers know what they have that's going to go on out there. So whoever hook up is going to win.
All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's go to our very first group here and say hi to actually Detroit natives here. Christina, let's get the story out of the way here. Born and raised here, how did you even get wrapped up in this crazy thing to start with?
Honestly, you know, as you mentioned, I am 20 minutes away. Me and Grant Sloan both live 20 minutes away. So it only makes sense that we participate in this event and take part in it. And I saw this opportunity. We used to stop by all the time. We actually met here, and that's how we started dating. So it only makes sense. So, yeah.
So the car that you have built, it's pretty exciting stuff. You have... you've told me that not a lot of sleep lately as you guys put this thing together. Tell us real quickly about the build.
Yeah, so we're actually working with Performance Lab Detroit, which specialize in Mopars, and they're very local, so they help us a lot. Our whole premise about this was building it on a budget and maintaining that 10 grand budget that you guys provided us, and we actually fell within below that 10 grand budget, and we're still putting down power, so I'm excited to see it run.
Well, what do you say we pull this cover off and take a peek at your car? You guys, let's take a look at what Christina Roki has brought to this thing. Look at that. How about that? That is quite the wrap you've got on there. That's kind of your thing, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
It really is. Yeah, that's awesome. That looks great. All right, you guys love that thing. Looks fantastic. Let's move on to our next contestant. Hey, Dave, how's it going, man? Awesome, man. Come on over, you guys. This is David Paterson. You've brought a very interesting car to the table here, and I'll be the first to tell you I'm a wagon guy myself. So tell me about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we got this opportunity, I was just talking to my friends and being like, would just be like a weird one to do, but could still work on the Charger platform. And I think we went with the right choice. And it's probably the most street car here. It's full interior. Could drive it on the street. It's registered. You could do anything. So even if we lose, you just beat a wagon. Congratulations. Who cares, right? So we're just gonna go down the strip in style, and this is gonna be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I love that story. How much support have you had or have you had people going, "What in the heck are you thinking with a wagon like this?"
I think overall the reception's been pretty cool. I mean, I think this is one of those cars that at the time there was an SRT version, but people didn't know how to feel about it. It's kind of like in Back to the Future where he's like, your kids are going to love it. You're not ready for this yet. But I think nowadays the wagon is kind of coming alive, especially coming from overseas, and Americans are starting to dig them more. So let's bring it around.
I will tell you for a fact that we used to thrill people on the Dodge Thrill Ride course when we had the Magnum SRT with us, because people would look at us like, what in the world are you guys doing drifting a station wagon? It's awesome. You're about to prove us that this thing's also a drag car. What do you say we open it up and take a peek at this one? You guys, David Paterson, and check this thing out, his fantastic Dodge Magnum station wagon. All right, up next, Tony. You see the giggle you're going to get out of this, man.
No, I get it, yeah. Human for us.
human for you guys. But this is a really cool car. I mean, we just talked to Dave. He talks about bringing something that stands out. Yours really stands out, too. What was the thought behind building an old Barracuda?
Well, so our shop specializes in building custom cars and hot rods, so we wanted to build something that kind of showed what we're used to doing. You know, we don't work on anything newer than 72. So we brought a 69 Barracuda here. So, and then we heard it was a drag race, so we brought a drag car.
Well, you made a good point about that, because you said you're a hot rod guy, you're a show car guy. You're not a drag racer. So I mean, have you put yourself into a big situation here where it's going to be a tough one for you?
It'll be trial by fire. I figure we'll figure it out as we go.
You guys will notice there's a big theme. There's a whole lot of that fake it till you make it stuff here when we do Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge. All right, man, you want to show this thing off for us? All right, you guys, let's take a peek at this thing. Look at this. Oh, hang on, it's caught on the big the motor's so big. Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. Look at that exhaust coming out of the side. All right, up next, you guys, from Dallas. Now, Now, Dallas, if you want to talk about weather, you guys get hosed on both ends. You get 110 degrees, and you still get ice storms, don't you?
Oh, yeah, we get them both.
You guys, Herman here is Demonology. You've probably seen some of his stuff online. You started off with a demon and went down the rabbit hole pretty fast, and we've watched the builds online there. When it came to this one, though, you instead of using that car, you got your hands on something else. Tell us real quick the story on that one.
Well, we was able to get a hold of a body in white, a 2009 body in white, and it was just a shell. And the guys over at Jack Fab Performance, they jumped in and did all the hard work and took some of the parts from the Soul Snatcher and moved it over to this car. So it's the new Soul Snatcher, and I plan on bringing all these guys to a new religion. I'm going to be baptizing all of them today. So they will leave here soulless. I will take all the souls up to the altar of Mopar, just like I do the rest.
Oh, I love some trash talking. Yeah. Like it. All right, well, let's take a look at this piece, man. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, this got the right color and everything. Look at that. Nice. Holy cow, look at the tire on that. Jeez, man. Don't look at that. Nothing to see here. Hey, I don't mean to call you out, but you forgot to take your shipping guard off.
Hey, can you go grab that shipping guard? Can you grab it right quick? Check. Hey, just touch it. Touch it.
I'm terrified.
Just touch it.
Okay.
It's painted on there. That's my hater alert. I've caught another hater. That's the hater alert. I paint that on there just for the haters. Thank you, hater.
I got you, man. I got you. All right, I got to skip you guys. We got up next here, you guys. We've got Colette Davis, Nick helping her build this thing, and this is perhaps the most unique shaped vehicle of everything that we've got here today. Again, we've been talking about standing out as the newbies that are part of this program. You want to turn heads. This is one way to do it. Of all things in the world, why did you pick what is it, 62 Lancer?
Yeah, so this is a 1962 Dodge Lancer GT. Not gonna lie, I didn't even know that this car existed before I found this exact one. Yeah. It has the weirdest, wildest stock body lines I've ever seen in my entire life, and it just looked weird, and I knew it had to be mine. So we basically got this car essentially as a fully built custom chassis already, used it as a rolling chassis, and had to build everything in the past 3 weeks. Nick and I were drifters, so we had a whole lot to learn in the past few weeks, and I'll be drag racing for the very first time.
Yeah, well, you and I were talking a little bit about this earlier, some of your background. You've done open wheel Formula car, road racing kind of stuff. You've driven monster trucks. You have gone drifting. So all three of those things are exactly the same as drag racing, right?
Yeah, drag racing is actually the one sector in motorsport that I've never dabbled in at all. I don't know anything about it, so there's been a lot to learn, even in just the way that we're building this car, setting things up. It's so different, and there's so many weird drag racing things that it's been a lot to learn, but I'm excited about it, and I'm hoping maybe my monster truck wheelie experience will come in handy. We'll find out.
Maybe weight transfer is your friend, right? Absolutely. Let's take a peek at this one, you guys. A 62 Dodge Lancer. Wow. Yeah. Ooh. That's pretty. All right, so we've now met our newbies. We've met the folks that are brand new to this program. Now it's time to find out who our seasoned veterans are, right? But before we get to these guys, I want to bring back our sideline co-hosts over here, guys, and let's talk about what we did last year. I mean, we had all kinds of drama last year. We had cars not showing up until the last possible minute. I'm glad that never happens, Westen. Hey, I could have said Tavarish, too. I mean, that was last year's issue. But how much do you think it's going to help for them to have had some experience in this competition?
Well, it should, but here's the bottom line. They were all here last year, right? So you lost. So hopefully you went to school. But then again, I'm sitting here and I'm going, this guy doesn't have a clutch. Tavarish, you lost half the back of your car. What's going on? Yeah. No one's got giant meats. Alex took you to school on that. Traction. So we're going to be watching for you because you need to make it happen. Grow up this time. What do you think?
I'm gonna have to agree with that, right? He did show up without, you know, the transmission in his car. So I mean, these are the veterans. So we just kind of expecting a little bit more
weight reduction. Yeah, nice. I like that.
By the way, the Automotive Don Rickles show is what this is all going to be about. Y'all need to bring a sense of humor, have a good time.
Yeah, because we're definitely here to have a good time. So I'm
man,
ready to see the car run without the transmission.
Before we even get on down there, let's make our first stop right here with our veteran guys, the fellas from Throtl. Last year it was a lot of fun watching you guys do the build. You built pretty much a traditional bolt-on. You know, let's throw a bunch of parts at a car and see what happens. Yeah, that didn't exactly work this year. Who's talking? Evan, you want to talk first? Yeah, who's talking? Ricky, who's talking? Guys, who's talking? Mickey, this is not the kind of car that you normally bring to a drag race. Generally speaking, when you're going, we were just talking about weight transfer, right? You're going to want something with, you know, long wheelbase, something that's got an automatic transmission, something. And you guys showed up with a sports car.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't beat them, build a cooler car, right? No, so really, we did show up with a car that we think is fast. And obviously, it has a Hellcat motor in it. So we went and spent most of our budget on suspension. And we built a car that we can take back home to San Diego and drive on the street. And that was what was important to us. We didn't want to show up here with a full-built drag car that is going to sit in our shop and collect dust after this event. So this is a car that we can use. We can do a lot of cool things with it afterwards and build more content and generate more eyeballs. So.
Yeah. No, absolutely, for sure. If you haven't figured it out yet by the shape of this thing, there's a Dodge Viper underneath this cover with a Hellcat engine in it. Guys, Ricky, you're standing here. No, you're in. Come on, you're good. I've heard that the Viper guys aren't necessarily thrilled with what you guys have done.
The Viper community hates us so much right now. I've gone back and I try to explain why we did. They don't care. They're like, you should have just put twin turbo on the Viper engine. I'm like, the whole point is for us to come here with a Hellcat. They're like, nope. No.
Yeah, they all think it's ruined. It's not ruined. Trust me, this car was pretty roached out, and they were able to put this thing back together and actually breathe some serious life into it. So what do you say, guys? Pull that cover off. Let's take a peek at what Throtl has built for here at Roadkill Nights. What's so wild about it is it looks so stock from out front, right? I mean, it's really, it truly is impressive, you guys, that you were able to fit it under, because everybody always said, well, the Hellcat engine's so tall, it'll never fit underneath the hood. Yeah, you're right. Full interior on this car, and actually, we were saying earlier, this has the pretty rare cognac interior, that baseball glove leather interior in there. It's yeah. So pretty wild. The Viper guys may be mad at you, but I think you're gonna surprise a few folks out there on the track. That's pretty cool. All right, next one up. Hey, Freddie, what's going on, buddy? How are you, man? Did you get any sleep last night?
No, not at all. Not even a little bit.
Yeah, sleep is totally overrated, man. We were teasing earlier that last year you did. Yours was literally. In fact, was it the delivery truck that broke down? Is that what happened last year? Is that right?
Yeah, delivery truck broke down almost immediately after picking up the car. Then he had to cannonball it like 11 or 12 hours throughout the night, and we got there 15 minutes after the whole press event started.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Literally, we were talking about this, and I'm trying to divert people's attention this way while they rolled a car in this way. It was so funny. This year, you've brought us a little something here, dude. This is unique. This is the first time anybody's brought a pickup truck to our competition.
Yeah, I thought I would bring something a little bit more unique than last time, because we had Dodge Chargers last time, and this time I brought a Dodge Charger. Except for the fact that now this Dodge Charger is a pickup truck, also known as a Ute.
Right. Yeah, but the story behind it is pretty funny. Why is it a pickup truck?
So this used to be a Need for Speed movie car. It was used in the movie, and then sort of kind of got into another chassis, and then a tree fell on it, and we decided to make lemonade out of lemons and put a Ute body kit on the back of it, and then a Hellcat everything, the suspension, the engine, drivetrain, everything. And now it's better.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at it, you guys. Let's pull this cover off and see what happens for the, yeah. How about that, huh? I love the movie car story behind it, right? I think that's great. I love the bed liner. I love that. I love the cop car theme. Yeah. How do you not love that? It is right. It's cop car. Cop shocks, cop suspension, all those jokes. Pursuit Ute. Write that down. Pursuit Ute. All right. Up next, Westen Champlin. Westen, how you doing, man? First of all, did you get any sleep last night at all?
For the last week, I haven't. Yeah. What state am I in? Yeah, you're Michigan. Okay, cool. All right, I'm in the right one. I'm in the right one. Place, yeah. So, in the honor of road and showing up in like the worst fashion possible, I wasn't late. I was fashionably late. Right. You know, you got to look better that way. But our car also doesn't have a transmission in it at the moment because we went and tested it and blew the clutch up in it, which is obviously directly to plan, and then spent like all the way up to like 5 a.m. last night trying to put a clutch into it, and then that didn't work, and then that didn't work. So we're just going to weld the drive line to the back of the crank and call it a day.
Okay, I like that, you know.
At all. We'll just be like...
Just send it, right? Yeah.
The button says start for a reason.
Yeah, I like it. That's great. Now, that said, this is not the first problem you've had. You had issues with, you thought about making an all-wheel drive thing at one point.
No, we actually got halfway through building a all-wheel drive cop car that I still have sitting in my shop, but at the last second, they're like, yeah, you have to use the 6-speed, not the Turbo 400, and I'm like, okay, all right. So I had this bad boy, which I had no motor, transmission, fuel system, nothing in it because, well, I'm turning into an off-road Challenger. So it's going to have 40-inch mud boggers on it after this event. So it was there. We're like, we have 14 days to build it. Let's get this thing built, and let's rock and roll. So we got it built. We hauled it to Georgia, got it tuned, made, I don't know, horsepower or something. I forgot. And then the back, tested it, blew up the clutch, put it in the trailer, brought it here, and some things in the middle, I think. I don't know. I forgot. Yeah.
No, that's good. That's pretty much the way Roadkill works here. So let's take a peek at what we've got. Yes, admittedly, it's not drivable yet, but it's not. What? It looks beautiful.
Be aware of what's going on.
That's cool. Okay. Yeah.
She might not drive, but she is pretty. You know, she's fine. I mean, look at her. And the thing is at the end of the day, we're here to have a good time, and we're going to probably hit a wall or something if I hit the wrong gear again. But as long as it's fine so I can put 40-inch mud boggers on it after this, we're good.
Outstanding. You guys, there you go. There's our returning contestants here at Roadkill Nights powered by Dodge. Now, we've got one more. Oh, jeez. We've got one more car that we need to uncover. That's our defending champion. We're going to get to this here in just a moment. And once again, I'm excited to see what you got under the cover here, Alex. Before we get there, though, Dave, Preston, fellas, your thoughts on what you've seen so far and what it takes to be a defending champion here at Roadkill.
I guess the first thing I should say is I bought the right to like make fun of these guys because I was the very first guy to ever lose at Roadkill Nights. Yeah. Yeah, Tim Kuniskis put us together with the guys from Gas Monkey Garage in 2015, and I lost. So, hey, I feel your pain. Those who can't do, teach, which is why I'm here commenting on what's going to happen with all of these cars. He asked us, Preston, what do we think about the cars we've seen so far? Your take?
My take is everybody get ready for this video that's going to go on Instagram. So... all right, so really what I think about the cars. Guys, ladies, you've all put in a lot of work. It's going to be a great competition today. Still doing a video. And I can't wait to see you guys run down Woodward. Alex, you are the reigning champ. You hooked up last time and you won. And I'm expecting to see you hook up again. So good luck to everybody. I can't wait to see this happen.
I've been following all of these cars getting built on Instagram, and before we get into any part of this competition, I should say congrats to all of you for being invited, for getting your cars together whether they don't have a clutch or not. You know what? You don't get to do this from the sofa. A round of applause for everybody for being here.
Absolutely.
And now, as far as the main attraction, this is like my home team. So we got Alex Taylor, Lucky Costa. They're both from the Hot Rod Garage show on Motor Trends. So you're like a sister to us on Roadkill. And you're a brother, Lucky. You're an absolute brother.
Well.
You would not believe the thrash that went on to get this car together.
Oh, I bet you I would. Let's get the story, though, Alex.
Let's run back a little bit. So going back to class like you were talking about from previously, we went back to our same formula from last year, which was traction, weight, and then horsepower. So the Hot Rod Garage team dug down and found a car that originally wasn't too cool, and that happened to be a 1955 Plymouth Savoy. How dare you? But anything can have the potential to be cool, and I think the car behind us is. So we came in, the first week we're in there. Sadly, Lucky tested positive for COVID, so we fought COVID case after COVID case. My dad tested positive, I tested positive. So it separated all of us, and we had this weird mix of not only having to build a car, but having to build a makeshift garage because we got transported over to a hobby shop, basically. Literally had to wire up the power so we could plug in the welder, turn on lights. It was interesting. So that was the first feed. Next, we completely gutted the car and built a chassis from ground up. I'm not talking like we didn't buy really anything on this car. We built it and put it together. And it's been an incredible team effort that we're really proud of the project that we have behind us.
I don't mean to say that we expect it from you, but we expect it from you. Right? I mean, after last year, when you brought that car and it finally, a few days before the event last year, we finally saw pictures of what you guys did a great job of holding it close to the vest last year. So we figured something big was going to have to be in the works to back that up. As you were building this, did you have that thought process? We've got to one up. We've got to do something bigger, better, and meaner, nastier?
So the thing is that at my heart and soul, I'm a drag racer, and then everything else is second. And so as we're building it, that's where the mind's at. Like, what are we going to do to, win? We want to go be competitive. Of course, it's a drag race. At the end of the day, anything can happen. But we wanted to come with a car that we felt was ready to do it. And so honestly, as we're building it, it was 16, 18-hour days every day for a month straight. My dad came out. Our friend Greg Paterson came out and helped build. And all of us as a joint effort are just like, what can we do to win? We're here to race our own race. At the end of the day, everybody else has great cars as well. So we definitely came with a car we felt capable, and then we'll figure it out on the street.
Sounds good. Dave, since you got a mic over there, Lucky, let me ask you this. We knew that last year that the traction was going to be the way to go. It made all the difference in the world. Horsepower was not king out here on Woodward, at least not last year. We've seen not everybody out here has big tire cars. What's your take on this?
My take on big tire cars, I don't have a lot of big tire cars, but I did do a little internet research on Dennis Taylor Racing, to be specific, and I was sold. So I was just a quiet guy in the back. Call me when you need me, and happy to jump in.
Man, it was a team effort. It's as all these guys know right here, it's a little bit of sleep, a lot of passion projects, and I think we're all on the same page on that.
I think you're right. And let's see this fantastic car that we've got underneath the cover here, you guys. Check this thing out. From defending champion Alex Taylor. Look at that. I mean, it looks fantastic. Wait till you guys hear that thing fired up. How about, honestly, guys, how about a nice big round of applause for all of our competitors right now that are going to take it to the street here tomorrow. Some of our folks are newbies trying to make a name for themselves. This is a great stage for them to be on. They get in front of a lot of people. There's a lot of press coverage. There's a lot of talk in our hobby about this. We've got, again, we talk about the cagey veterans that are, looking to come on back and make a big special saying, if you will, on what they do. But, at the end of the day, it comes down to who's the fastest, right? Who's going to be at the end of the road. I don't know. We don't know. Do you know? Nobody really knows yet. Dave, Preston, let me ask you guys. I mean, I know we're not sitting here picking favorites, but what do you think it's going to take to win Roadkill Nights Direct Connection Grudge Match here on Woodward Avenue?
I believe the big deal is going to be people who have sorted out their clutch. Sorry, Westen. No, it's a big thing. I know, Tim Kuniskis at Dodge is a big hot rodder, and he knew that bang shifting was going to bring this whole thing to the next level. He required the 6 speeds, and I don't think everybody figured out how difficult it's going to be to launch, and you're going to have to grab gears too. So I think the people who figured that out are going to be on top.
Preston?
Absolutely. So I want to say redneck science. All right. So it's definitely going to take, as I've said, traction. Traction is going to be key here because we have similar builds here, and we have different vehicles. So traction is going to be key, and I can't wait to see somebody's soul get snatched. All right. Don't snatch mine, but I can't wait. So everybody, good luck. Definitely run it down. Be safe, and I'm happy to be here again.
Woodward Avenue is a fickle mistress. She certainly is, and we've seen that over the years here at Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge. Tomorrow, we're going to do it again, and we're really excited to have all of you here. Before we get on out of here, you guys want to hear these things fire up? You guys willing to do that? Climb on in there. Fire these things up for us. Let's run them for a couple seconds. Let's hear what it sounds like. This is an awful lot of Hellcat horsepower. Yeah, listen to fuel pumps firing up. Love it. Yes. Holy cow. That's awesome. Woo! Holy cow, how about that?
Woo! Here's a good question. How many cars here have 1,000 wheel horsepower? You got 1,000? Who's got 1,000? Oh, come on. Alex Lucky?
Yeah, right.
Come on.
Nobody wants to fess up, dude.
No one wants to
It's
fess
street
up.
racing.
That
Come
is
on,
what
man.
this event's all about.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's awesome. That's great stuff. You guys, that is going to wrap things up for us. We love that you're here. Thank you so much for being a part of it, and we can't wait to get these cars on the track tomorrow. Roadkill Nights, powered by Dodge, the direct connection grudge match on Woodward Avenue here at M1 Concourse. Thanks for being a part of it, everybody. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video of Dodge's Roadkill Nights 2022 press conference. It is fantastic to see all these cars, all these builds. Oh, I have a lot to say. We're going to keep it brief, though. And you know what this segment is. It's one of your favorites. It is Final Thoughts time, Final Thoughts time, Final Thoughts time. Yes, Final Thoughts time. Really cool to see all the builds for the Roadkill Nights contest that's going to take place on August 13th at Woodward Avenue in Detroit, Michigan. It is going to be fantastic. I love all these builds. Oh my God, these builds were fantastic. So one of the first builds you got to see was Christina Roki. She brought her Dodge Challenger in the champagne color, looking cool, looking sweet. I think it was an older Dodge Challenger, the first, not the first, but it was the first version of the current version, the 1970 version of the Dodge Challenger from 2008, 2014. Not sure what year hers was, but that is the style. Definitely not a 2015 and up, but definitely cool vehicle, cool vehicle. And I wish you the best of luck, Christina. Next, you had that dude in blue who brought in a Dodge Magnum. That is really cool, really sweet. I've seen Dodge Magnums turn into Charger Magnums. That looks like a Charger in the front, a Magnum in the back. This was the True Blue, get it? True Blue Dodge Magnum with the Hellcat powertrain. So looking cool, looking sweet. I'm wishing the best of luck to that dude in blue. Corrupt Builds. Corrupt Builds is another new contestant. He brought a 1969 Barracuda, which is really cool and really unique to put a Hellcat new modern muscle in an old school muscle car. So 69 Plymouth Barracuda, not Dodge, but nonetheless, Plymouth doesn't exist anymore, so we might as well morph these two brands together. Dodge, Plymouth, it's Mopar, that's okay, let's go. So 69 Barracuda from Corrupt Builds. Demonology was there. That was really cool to see Herman Demonology there. He wasn't able to drive his Dodge Demon like he normally does. The Soul Snatcher, yeah, he was still likes to snatch some souls, but he's gonna do so in a 2009 bodied Dodge Challenger that he made to look like Dodge Demon. So he's gonna be snatching souls, and what is it gonna be? He's gonna give them something gappy, gaptology, something like that. Something along with gapping. What the hell is it called? Gappyitis, I don't know. Gappyitis, gaptology, who knows? But it's what I'll put it on the bottom as to what Demonology is going to be doing as far as gapping. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I had to run outside and re-record this part of it again. Oh my God, the word that Demonology was trying to use was gap ties, and he was going to be on the drag strip at Woodward giving out gaptisms. Gaptisms is sort of like a play on baptized and baptisms. Demonology is going to gaptize the competition, and he's going to be giving out gaptisms to all the Roadkill Nights contestants. So next we have Colette Davis. Colette Davis, oh my God, she brought another very unique. I had no idea what the vehicle was after the cover came off. And according to her, it's a 1962 Dodge Lancer. Dodge Lancer, never heard of a Dodge Lancer. I believe it's something that came out before the Barracuda came out, Pony Car Barracuda. So Pony Car Barracuda came out in 1964, Dodge Lancer in 1962. That was your pony car or the muscle car that you could bring, but not many times you see this type of car on the track, maybe on the drag strip, but never, and I believe she even built this as a drift car. So back in the 60s, you may have seen this car. I haven't seen anything lately, but it is really cool to see a 1962 Dodge Lancer with Hellcat-powered engine, 6-speed manual transmission, looking awesome in that orange. Oh my God, so sweet. Good luck to you, Colette. I'm rooting for you in that old school 1962 Dodge Lancer. So, those are the contestants that are the newbies for 2022. Now we're going to talk about the people that have new builds and have returned from last year. The first one is Throtl. Throtl is Instagram. I'll put all the information in the description. All these contestants have Instagram. Some have YouTube channels. Others have Instagram. I'll put both their Instagram and their YouTube channel if they have one in the link in the description. So Throtl brought something really cool, really unique. I think Paul from Family Cruising would relate to this, and that is a Dodge Viper. And Dodge Viper is pretty cool because it has the Dodge Viper engine, but no. Throtl ripped it out, put in a Hellcat engine into a Dodge Viper. Are you kidding me? That is cool. That is unique. I bet you he got a lot of flack from it. In fact, he said that he got a lot of flack from it on the internet. So, went out. I guess he's going to have to shut up the haters, and prove that maybe a Hellcat is a better vehicle to have in a Dodge Viper. We'll have to wait and see how that goes once the racing begins. So, again, Throtl, good build. Dodge Viper, Hellcat powered. Awesome. The next person we have is Tavarish. Tavarish is another Instagrammer, and he had a unique build in that he wanted to do something different because last year he brought his Dodge Charger Hellcat to Roadkill Nights, and he wanted to continue the theme with another Dodge Charger. So what did he bring? He didn't just bring the current Dodge Charger platform to this contest. He brought old school Charger, okay, old school Charger from back in like 2008, 2009, 2010, maybe, and he then chopped off the back of the Charger and put in a pickup bed, which it's like an El Camino style, El Rancho style type Dodge vehicle that they never built. They should have built a Dodge Magnum because they had the station wagon. They should have built it with a pickup truck. This is a Dodge Charger pickup truck or a Dodge Charger pickup ute. And I think because it actually looks like a police car in the front with the grill guard, and it's got the black and white colorization as the black and white paint job, we're gonna call it the Pursuit Ute. That was pretty cool, very ingenious, thinking on top of John A. Hammer's head. That was very funny, John. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And again, Hellcat powered 6-speed manual transmission. Save the manuals. Okay, we're wishing Tavarish best of luck, best of luck, best of luck, and your Dodge Charger Ute. The returning contest person from 2021 is Westen Champlin. He brought his version of a Dodge Challenger back to the build, back to the contest with his cool Dodge Challenger build. So he says he built it, okay, Dodge Hellcat powered engine, 6-speed manual transmission. I don't think he knew how to drive stick shift all that well, and he winds up blowing up the transmission. So I don't know yet what's going to happen on Roadkill Nights, but he says right now that it's not drivable, but we'll have to wait and see. If he can get it fixed in time for the next day tomorrow, he should be there. Roadkill Nights competing for the contest for all the prize money. $30,000 is the prize money. Forgot to mention that. $30,000 to win it all. So best of luck, Westen. Hope you get it running. Then last but not least, we have the returning champion of Roadkill Nights 2021, Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor Racing, Alex Taylor Builds. He has brought with us another cool old school car build. Oh my God. You thought the old school was going to stop at 1969 Barracuda and 1962 Dodge Lancer? No, it doesn't stop at just the 60s. We're going to go to the 50s. We're going to go to the 50s with a 1955 Plymouth Savoy. Oh my God. It's like, I think the Plymouth Savoy was known for being a cop car, and yet this was almost like a 57 Chevy, 55 Chevy kind of competitor, Ford competitor, but yet not much traction in a Dodge Savoy. It wasn't very popular back in the 50s, but it's back now. Back now. It's got the patina. It's got the old school paint job. It actually looks pretty cool. I brought my red reflective sunglasses in honor of those headlights that were on the 1955 Dodge Savoy. Oh my God, looking good, looking sweet. And of course, I wish Alex the best of luck bringing this awesome, awesome rendition of a Hellcat powered vehicle. And who knows, will Alex win Roadkill Nights? Who knows? What I can tell you is this. I will be putting together a video of all the Roadkill Nights races. Once the contest is over, I'm going to have all this film I have to edit, and I will be putting out a video right after this one. This one's going to be published almost right away. Hopefully I'll get this out the next day after I'm recording it today. And hopefully, right after that, I'll be able to then launch the video of Roadkill Nights 2022 in its entirety. Don't know how long the video is going to be. This one's going to be obviously less than an hour. We try to keep it less than an hour. I cannot guarantee that this might be the first video in the history of Ral Hellcat to be over 1 hour. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe I'll do it in parts. Who knows? You'll just have to wait and see. So, the last final thought before we end final thoughts is, in addition to Roadkill Nights and the Roadkill Nights contest, this is not going to end. It's going to be the Woodward Dream Cruise, and during that time, we're also going to have some announcements from Dodge. So we're going to have announcements from Dodge on the 15th with all the current muscle announcements for Dodge. And then on the 16th, we're going to see the gateway muscle cars for Dodge. And then, of course, on the 17th, we're going to see future muscle cars for Dodge. So it's all going to be about the current Hellcats, most likely the 2023 Hellcats. What is the last year of the Hellcat platform going to be for 2023? And then, of course, what's the future of Dodge? And that is all of the Dodge muscle for 2024 and beyond, most likely going to be e-powered. So that is, again, in addition to everything we've talked about thus far in Final Thoughts, that is one we could not forget. And I will be bringing you all of those announcements on the Ral Hellcat channel in separate videos coming up in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that. All the announcements for Dodge will be on this channel, so definitely subscribe and tap the bell so when I launch these videos, you will be notified. With all that being said, those are my final thoughts. Just want to again thank you again for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. I truly do appreciate it. Also, put a comment or two. Let me know what you think of all these builds, what you think about the drivers, who you think is going to win Roadkill Nights 2022. Anytime you put in a comment, I always respond to all my comments. So I'm looking forward to your comments. Thank you. Next, please share the video with everyone you know. Share the video with everyone you know. So this way they get to see the press conference for the 2022 version of Roadkill Nights. So please share the video with everyone you know. Truly would appreciate it. Last but not least, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe, join the family. We have over 1,000 subscribers now. We're going to be building this channel now. It's going to be exponentially built off of more and more new subscribers like you. Thank you to all my 1,000 plus OG subscribers. We have a lot more Ral Hellcat left to come. We have more builds for the Dodge Durango Hellcat, more builds for the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. We have more car shows. We have more drag racing. We have so much stuff. And then, of course, we have Roadkill Nights. We have some cool things coming for the Ral Hellcat channel in 2022. We have so much to come. So all I can say is, please subscribe, tap the bell notification, and you'll be notified on the next time I launch another Ral Hellcat video. So, with all that being said, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace to all of you, and to everyone around the world. And you know how we end these videos. We always give a peace out SRT Mush style. And yes, you did see who SRT Mush is. He does exist. He's at the beginning of my video. If you haven't already seen the beginning of the video, rewind the tape. SRT Mush is in the beginning, and we're gonna end this video in honor of SRT Mush, because we're gonna end the video SRT Mush style. So here we go. Let's do a little peace out SRT Mush style. Let's go. Peace, 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 peace. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace to all of you. Stay safe, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. And we'll catch you. We'll catch you on the next video. We're going to see all the contestants of Roadkill Nights in the next video. So be sure to, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, tap the bell, and you'll be notified when I launch the video of Roadkill Nights 2022. We also have some cool announcements coming from Dodge. We have some really cool things coming from Dodge. We have the current state of all the Hellcat Power vehicles. We have what's coming up next year in 2023. And of course, finally, the future of Dodge in 2024 and beyond. I'm going to be covering all of these things, and we're going to have a video about each and every one. So stay tuned for that. Next coming videos on the Ral Hellcat channel. So, without further ado, let's do one last piece. You know how we do it. Let's do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for subscribing. Those are new subscribers. I do thank you. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate my existing subscribers. Thanks again for watching. Ral Hellcat signing off. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
America has a lot of roads people call famous, but only one called infamous. Roadkill Nights is back and ready to make its mark with street-legal drag racing on historic Woodward Avenue. Plus thrill rides, car shows, celebrity appearances, food trucks, and so much more. Mark your calendars and join the Dodge Brotherhood.